We have been doing a deep dive on each house in astrology, and today we're talking about another one of my favorites, the ninth house. So the ninth house in astrology is all about how you explore and engage with what is unknown to you or what's different or foreign to you, right? So this can be metaphorically or literally. This can mean like long distance and foreign/international travel, embracing other cultures, learning new languages, meeting people from other places, cultural exchange in that way. And it can also be people from elsewhere who are impactful in your life or who might guide you in some ways. This can encompass certain kinds of teachers, certain kinds of thought leaders, because the other way that we explore the new and the unknown is like in a more philosophical belief system type way. So this can encompass religion and philosophies and the principles that you live by or that you create based on your experiences, right? Like the philosophy you make for yourself that you might share with others, but that you make based on living and experiencing new things, right? So this can include higher education. We put publishing here. Certain kinds of journalism will live here. The rest will kind of live in the third house. Legal systems, the justice system, things that expand your point of view and perspective. So yeah, broadcasting, a lot can exist in the ninth house, and it's definitely about, are you engaging with something that is big picture? Are you engaging with something that is different and expanding your sense of what's possible, expanding your sense of what's out there in that way? This house is the joy of the sun, and it is sitting in opposition to the house that is the joy of the moon, the third house. And because it's opposite the third house, it is creating this, it's finishing out this axis, right? So the third house is exploring what's close to you and what you know, right? How you know what you know. And the ninth house is exploring what is far from you, what's different from you, what is new to you, and how you embrace the unknown, right? This is a cadent house. So in some ways, we're still building on the themes of the seventh house in the sense that this is still very much about like the self versus the other in that way. But we're also releasing into the 10th house. So we're starting to engage with themes of like public life and your the external world more, like big, like not the external world that's right around you, like the largeness of the external world, being visible in an external way, if that makes sense. Not being like protected into the neighborhood, which again, third house. So this is in a whole sign trine to the first house. So placements here might be very supportive of the development of self and who you are, because the things that you learn can help shape who you are in that way. Placements here, you might also find egg on that first house energy, egg on like you. If your midheaven is in the ninth house, then these themes are going to be really important for your public life, your external work, and your reputation. Like the big work that you're trying to do in the world might be very related to these themes that we've been talking about. You can look to the ruler of your ninth house for more information about how to approach this house, right? So you look for the planetary ruler of the sign on the cusp of your ninth house if you're using Placidus, or just the sign of your ninth house if you're using whole sign. Placidus or another quadrant house sign, another quadrant house system, man. So yeah, you can look for that planet in your birth chart, the conditions that it's in, aspects that are being made to it, the house that it's in, the sign that it's in. That will give you more information about how to approach your ninth house and more information about kind of what energy is guiding and leading your ninth house in that way. If you have any questions, please let me know. And next up, we will talk about the 10th house, which I think is another fan favorite. I think actually the next two are.